welcome back to the channel, guys. We're taking a break from Betty and the restoration process here. Today is Aaliyah Day. We're jumping into her. If you guys remember a while back when we did the full service on this truck, I replaced the block heater cord, just the cord, and it worked great. But that... how long did I honestly think it was going to last? Well, I'm hoping longer than this. But thankfully, we got 60-degree weather outside today. So it's not terrible to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace that today. Also, I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. And I also saw it in the fuel pressure. This thing's been starting like hell lately. It does have a leak at the back of the air dog and on top of the tank. So I'm going to replace those fittings. That's not a problem of air dog. You got to remember this air dog has been around for a while. It was actually originally on my wife's 6-speed Cummins, and then we moved it over to this truck because hers got a larger air dog unit. So we're going to pull the inner fender well out. We're going to pull the inner fender well out. Well, we're also going to make our lives easier and pull the tire off. I'm remembering as I did this on Lola, which she absolutely looks stunning sitting out there. I see you, girl. And then we're going to drain the coolant. We're just going to stick a bucket underneath there, a clean bucket, because this is all fresher coolant. Also, before you open that drain plug, relieve the pressure out of your tank, because it's a Durmax. And for some of you guys that don't know, let me get this to focus, because I see this all the time on the forums. Surge tank, 15 psi from the factory. So what's that mean? That means when you guys open this and it's been running, even the little bit that I had it running, and you hear a little bit of pressure come out of there, it's not head gaskets. This is designed to have 15 pounds of pressure in it. It's okay. All right, there's your public service announcement. So anyway, I'm going to catch up with you guys after I get it prepared. This has already been long-winded enough. All right. Small mess. It looks worse than it is, but small mess. But we pretty much got the majority of it in there. She's still dripping. We're going to let her go. Now, right there is your, that's your block heater. And it's easier said than done to get to. It'll be kind of a pain. But, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. It's a flathead to get it out. Actually, let me show you on the new one. The new one's a lot easier to see. Get some of that zoom out of there. Nope, wrong way. Okay. So this is your new one right here. It's, like I said, it's a flathead, or I believe that's 5/16, 8 millimeter. But it has this wing nut on the back of it here that when you tighten, or when you loosen it, what it does is it allows this to close. And as you can see right now, it's just a touch smaller than this right here. I'm going to take it out even more, just to make it that much smaller. But make sure when you get it in there, you put it with the element up, so it's like this. But what you want to do, it's easier to see it this way, with the old one, is you want to run this out as much as possible. Now, because of how tall that the element here is, it won't allow that piece to back out. So you can loosen this as much as you want. There's going to be a point where it comes out of there, but then once you go to pry on it and pop it out, because it's got, well, this one doesn't have it, but you saw the factory one's got little edges right there that you can try to pry it out on. Because I know this gasket here is going to be a little bit sticky, which is good. You know, it's holding the seal. But yeah, you can run that out without fear of it falling down in your block, and then just pop it out. Lola wasn't terrible to do. She wasn't fun, so I'm really not looking forward to this one. You know, hopefully it proves me wrong. Well, that wasn't bad at all. Also, come to find out, this block heater isn't bad. The plug, the middle prong got kind of messed up. So, it is what it is. I'm human. I can live with it. We're just going to put the fresh unit in it and be done with it. So, but I also know that this one's been replaced too because it's 1,000 watt. It's hot. I plugged it in, but this too is also 1,000 watt. So that's what I have in Miss Lola out here. Back when she was on daily driver status, so she has the merchant 1,000, and this one isn't getting the merchant one. My local auto parts store had 1,000 watt in stock, so obviously I took the ladder. Just because, yeah, time's limited. So what I'm going to do is, I got the last little bit of it draining. What I do is I throw, just like I do with the injectors, I'm going to throw a little bit of Vaseline on here. I got to clean out the hole in the block a little bit. But throw some Vaseline on here, slide it in, like such. Plug it in, tighten it down. Fill her back up with coolant, call it a day. I got the fittings on the back of the air dog already taken care of, so it's been pretty productive for the past. So apparently, if you're going to record a video, make sure that you press the record button and that it's actually working, because I've been sitting here just jawing to myself and none of it clicked. We ended up taking Lola to go get some fuel and pick the boy up from school. And you know, we were away for a minute, so I'm glad that I looked to see where I left off, because that's a hell of a jump. But as you guys can see, Leah, she's back outside. She's all done. Those block heaters are super easy to install. I mean, the pain in the ass is just getting the old one out. There is a heat shield down there by the starter, by where that it goes in, because I have an aftermarket block heater. I just had to bend that a little bit and slid right in there, and then just tighten the screw. You don't need to reef on it, because if you're not careful, it will peel that. I'll show you. There's a where is it? There is, focus, darling. There is a gasket right behind this screw. And if you're not careful, focus, whatever. And if you're not careful, you'll peel it, you'll strip it, and then you're going to be leaving snail trails behind you. We did end up making a bit of a mess. You can see she does have a snail trail going through there. We did find that the fuel heater was, goodness gracious. The fuel filter was leaking. Yeah, I put a Delco on it back when I finished servicing the truck. For some, my trucks don't like Delcos. They always leak. I have no issues with Delcos. I like them. I like the OE quality, but throw a Wix on it like all the rest of the girls have. Lana, the LMM, she's not here, but she's got one as well. But, oh, yeah, we cleaned out the plow plugs, because that's the next thing we're going to be doing, is going to get the plow. I put the front mud flaps on it, and as you can see, the lights are back on top. But anyway, that's enough rambling. That's what I got for you guys. We got a mess to clean up here, and then we got to get Sweet Thing back inside. I do have a couple videos with Leah, because there's, with setting up the plow, but we will be getting back into getting Betty taken care of, going on to the next step with that. And then, we got this big mess we got to clean up, but then we're going to be working on the big fella's chassis too. As I am preparing to do a scrap run, so there's a bunch of shit that's still attached to that doesn't need to be. But anyway, rambling again. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. That really helps me out a lot. It does. And the analytics show that. Is what it is. I do this shit for fun. Take care. God bless. We'll see you on the next one. Be good.